Hello everyone, welcome again to another edition of the Bezalel Tribe, a platform where we discuss various issues ranging from the workplace, careers, leadership, and so much more. We're going to be discussing here on the topic called Leading with Calm. Remember, we meet every last Saturday of the month, and I'm so glad we were able to make it. So let's go right in. So in these times of pressure, the difference between chaos and clarity often lies in leadership. Today we explore how leading with calm can provide clarity in terms of confidence and stability in any environment. There are three secrets to this. There are three areas we're going to look at that will open up the essence of leading with calm. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to continue now, and we say one of those secrets, one of those examples leading with calm. Here we're going to explore staying composed under pressure. Calm leaders don't let stress dictate their reactions. Things come at them at various times, or they are composed. We see this example in the Bible when Jesus was at the Garden of Gethsemane praying. We know the story. At Gethsemane, he was so pained, he was so stressed, he was telling God, if you can take this cup away from me, the height of it. And so that's his sweat was like blood. Can we say concerning the level of stress Jesus went through? And we saw his reaction to different things. We saw when the soldiers came to take him and his disciples got so upset that one of them even cut off the ears of one of the soldiers. Oh, but Jesus was like, no. In that pain of his, he was calm, he was composed, stayed intact under pressure. Yes. Another area we're going to look at is to respond truthfully, not reactfully. So we need to be thoughtful in our reactions. Instead of those knee-jerk decisions we make, those predictable decisions, we know that this person acts this way, or he can't even take pressure. Instead of that, those decisions, where we act in our usual predictable manner. In this category, they consider the bigger picture before responding. They think about what they're going to say, think about it carefully before they say anything. Look at the story also in John 11. The Bible tells us Lazarus died, Mary and Martha, and one of them came and was saying, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But Jesus gave her a very thought-provoking response. He was saying that, yes, he will be with me, on the other side. He was physically trying to explain that he's not gone for good. I know. Despite what Martha was saying, if you had been here, that I know this is what he's going to be at the resurrection. So Jesus was here responding thoughtfully to her pain, despite the fact that he too was in pain. Remember, he lost a friend. Lazarus, the Bible described, was Jesus' good friend. Another area we're going to look at here is to create stability. The presence of leaders, they reassure the environment. They reassure the team that everything will be all right. They create this stability amongst other members of the team. Even the members of the team feel confident. This leader is stable. I too should be stable. Another story we see in the Bible is in Matthew 8 from verse 23 downwards, when there was a storm and the disciples panicked, they were frantic, but Jesus was asleep. That's what the Bible says. No doubt he knew that there was a storm, but the disciples don't let him be. And of course, they woke him up and were wondering, what's this? And of course, he responded and spoke to the wind and the sea to be calm. They knew, I'm sure, as they were struggling and all that, they just knew, this is my calm leader. But at one point, when they couldn't take it, they knew they had to wake him up. So that leadership trait in Jesus, being calm, being stable, it passes on, it permeates, and it works on others as well. So you see these 3 points we've raised, why does it really matter? Why does all of this matter? Staying composed under pressure, responding thoughtfully and not reactively, creating stability for other members of the team, like we just saw now with Jesus and his disciples. Why does it matter? It matters because it builds trust and confidence in that team, amongst the people around. They trust you. They're confident. If this person is here, no need to worry. No need to be concerned. It will be all right. Just because this person is in the team, just because this person is my leader, just because this person is my team lead, whatever it is, there's calmness. Why does it matter? It encourages decision making. Creative, clear decisions are made when this leader is calm. If your mind is clear, your spirit is calm, it will be very easy to make the right decisions. So yes, when you have leaders like that are calm, it creates stability around themselves and people around them, their team members, their groups, whatever you might call it. It encourages clear decision making because there's stability, there's calmness all around. Another thing it does is reduces conflict and stress. I can imagine if Jesus was not in that boat, what the disciples were saying to themselves, oh, you are the one that did this, oh, we shouldn't have come out at this time, and all the amount of things we can't even think of right now. But that didn't happen because the leader was there. That didn't happen because the leader was there, and the leader sorted out the problem at that point. So you see, it's so important to be leading with calm. It's so important to have it, and like we're seeing, it comes through you, and of course it goes out. It's shared amongst others that are around.